Uvalde Radio. Winner 2021 Texas Internet Radio Chart Best Internet Radio Station. Finalist 2021 Texas Country Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. And finalist 2022 Texas Regional Radio Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. Uvalde Radio. Redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas.
UvaldeRadio.net live at the TRRMA Future Faces Show, Arlington, Texas. We're at the PBR Cowboy Club at Texas Live. That's a whole lot to get out. And I've got, I can say this, you're not too far from us. Melissa Brooke is here.
What's up?
The return of Melissa Brooke, okay.
How crazy was it that I just looked to my left and saw you? I was like, oh my God, hey.
The person I saw got here, so it's awesome. So yeah, you're one of the future faces. Now,
I am.
I've got a bone to pick on this. Because you've been doing this a while.
Yes.
But you're a future face now. Is it because of the hiatus maybe you had for a while?
It could have been the hiatus, but when I was in the awards and I was doing nominations, this actually wasn't a thing.
So it's new to you.
This is new to me.
Okay.
The first time I actually even heard of Future Faces was 2 years ago when we released Beast, and we came here because we went to the awards, walked the red carpet, all that fun stuff. And I didn't even, I'm not going to lie, I didn't even really think, because I thought that, the Future Faces were for, the up-and-comings. And the next thing I found out was, hey, by the way, Brooke, you're playing at Texas Live and in the competition to perform at the awards. And I'm like, okay.
Hey, man. Anything to get the name out there?
That's right.
New faces, new bands.
That's right.
Yeah. And it is good. It gives you a few extra years, right? To kind of, to still be new after all the experience you actually have.
Yeah.
That's actually a great opportunity. So, excellent. So, Melissa, what you been up to, man?
I have been steadfast. I don't know if you know this yet, but I have a full band now.
Okay, I know. Last time we talked, you were working on it.
I was working on it. Oh, we are dynamite. Full 5-piece band. We actually played our first full band show last night in Canyon Lake. It was so packed. It was awesome. And now, in a couple of days on Wednesday, we have a huge dance hall full band show coming up. So now we're just pedaling to the metal on getting band stuff, getting geared in. About to release the next single next month. Doing a photo shoot next weekend.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Okay, so now getting back to the band, we've talked in interviews past about your sound. You pull from classic rock.
I do.
And so is your band, are they capable of doing your thing, which is Texas country right there, but it's got rock, it's got a little bit of flavor in there, right?
Absolutely. So my guitar player is sort of like an Americana, but comes from he's from Seattle, and he comes from that dirty, grungy rock and stuff, and he brings that straight up. My keyboard player is a blues man through and through, plays the blues, oh my God, kills it. My drummer also does that punk rock stuff, but he also dabbles in Americana and Texas country as well.
Awesome.
And then, of course, you got me, and my bass player actually plays with the Reed Brothers. So you got a little bit of flavor of everything, and everything last night, we've been working, we've been doing rehearsals, but for our first show in front of a live audience to see how people would like all of our different sounds, oh my God, it was like, you couldn't wipe the smile off my face. My cheeks are still hurting from how amazing it went.
So what were the rehearsals like leading up to that first gig? What was, I guess, the biggest obstacle as far as getting the band the way you wanted it to sound?
So for me, it's kind of like putting together a show and people doing song swaps. Obviously, you hear what two people sound like, but then their covers can be one can do classic rock covers and somebody can do just 90s country covers. You don't really know. So my thing is all musicians, we all kind of have our own flavor. My thing is, I want, especially for Let Me Breathe for Beast, I want it to sound like the radio release so people recognize it. But I want you to add your own flavors to it. I don't want it to just be a standard 1, 3, 5, and a 7 on Nashville numbers, and people come and say, oh, it sounds exactly the same. No, I want people to come to the Melissa Brooke band because they're like, man, this sounds great on the car or on the radio or on my phone, but you got to hear them live because they do this really cool thing like this.
What I was going to say, kind of like getting back to an earlier single, Beast.
Yeah.
Kind of got that Spanish flair to it, and I was wondering, are these guys capable of pulling that off?
So the coolest thing ever, my drummer actually brought this up. So we're doing segues and stuff into shows. That way we're not starting and stopping songs. And he was like, hey, let me do a little Latin groove on my drums with the bass while you talk to the crowd before we start.
Set the tone for the song, yeah.
Oh my God, it slapped. He was
Awesome.
doing like some Santana stuff, which again we talked about how
yeah.
I put some Santana flavor. Oh my God, it was, at first the hurdle that we had was they're in Austin and I'm in San Antonio with my bass player, but we're still able to make it work. We drive up there and then they'll drive down here and we switch it around, but it's been nothing short of amazing.
Well, it almost expands your circumference a little bit, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you're local to more than one market, I guess.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, again, we're talking to Melissa Brooke. She's actually one of the Future Faces class of 2022, performing tonight here at PBR Cowboy Club inside of Texas Live. So the first round of musicians is on right now. So we've got John Hope, Kate Watson, Joe King, Taylor Dunn, and Hunter Thomas. I'm assuming, is that Joe King up there? Because I heard Kate earlier.
Yes.
Okay, so you're in round 2.
I am.
And you're going to go up there. I want to say competing against, but we're all family.
Right.
It'll be Melissa Brooke, Laura Leonard, Caden Gillard, Cynthia Roush, and Brian Winfield. Tell me about these other 9 artists. Do you have any backstory with them? How is the competition feeling?
So, I have to say it because, I feel like we're super, super family. But John Hope right now is competing right now in Group 1, and we are on the same roster with promoters. And that is, like, the most genuine, sweet dude. Like, he comes to Corpus to play. And when I was living back home in Port Aransas, like, I'd go see him. Nicest guy, awesome. Some of the artists I'm not too familiar with because, there's a lot of
they're new.
up-and-comers
They're
coming,
future
and they're
faces.
new.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of, like, listening because, of course, I also like listening to new music. So listening to stuff. Who I'm actually really excited about is Alora. She's competing with me in Group 2, and this girl, she was talking to me, and she actually leads her Sunday worship team,
right, yeah.
and was talking to me about that, and I was listening, like, she was doing
like
vocal.
17 years old or something, trying to pick a college and everything. It's like, what?
And she's like, I've listened to her music, I've heard songs of hers on YouTube, and it just sounds really cool. And I immediately told her, I was like, listen, we've never met, but I got to get you down south to play some shows with me. But I'm really excited to listen to her play.
Well, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you right now, because right now, if I had to pick between who I would vote for, it would actually be you and Alora, because proximity, you guys are the closest to Uvalde. Something. And you guys, I have the most history with both of you guys too.
Well, you can't choose for both of us because we're both in the same round.
In the same round, yeah. So, but anyway, I love you both, and I'm rooting for both of you guys. So
yeah, for sure.
But you have more history with us technically. So there you go.
Hey.
If that's a hint.
So it's really great to see you.
You look great today, by the way.
You are so awesome today.
Okay, we got Melissa Brooke here. It is we're at the Future Faces show, part 1 of the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. The big event is tomorrow night. Are you going to be out there at the actual award ceremony?
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Whether I win this and get to perform or not.
Tonight, you get to perform, right?
I do. I get to perform, which I would probably panic.
Now, if you get to perform, is it just you or the band?
So between you and me, I am always an ask for forgiveness instead of permission kind of person.
You're going to bring them all
up. My guitar player is going to come up if I win, and my guitar player, because I was told it was only acoustic, but I'm sneaking my guitar player in, and Jack's gonna come play with me. So
you heard it first right here, guys. If there's any major drama, you heard it first right here.
No!
No, I'm looking forward to it. Well, best of luck.
Thank you.
Let's go on. Your last single was "Let Me Breathe," and it climbed charts and kicked ass. And for those who haven't heard it, maybe go ahead and give us a little backstory and "Let Me Breathe," and we'll get it on.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm from Port Aransas. I kind of went through a really nasty, toxic relationship with somebody that was a lot older than me, and I was young and dumb and thought it was forever. And it was a back and forth kind of thing until I realized, hey, this isn't good for me, mentally, physically, anything like that. And I wanted to write this song about it, but I also wanted to relate to people who, have relationships like that with siblings or parents or friends or their relationships or ex-spouses, anything. I wanted to write something that other people could relate to, not just myself. And that's exactly what I did, and I have had so many people, especially last night.
Including myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had people come up. and saying like, hey, did you write this song for me? And I'm like, if you felt it, then absolutely 100%. And you know what? It's okay to let go and just let yourself breathe.
So y'all enjoy the healing power of this song. It's called Let Me Breathe. This is Melissa Brooke, and again, we're live at the Future Faces Show, Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, and we are UvaldeRadio.net.
Starts with a kiss, ends up in pain. We had a fight, then you left calling out my name. Fast forward a week, I'm sitting on your couch. You say it's alright, but I know we're gonna crash down. And I don't want you to be the first thing on my mind and the last thing when I go to sleep at night. I don't know how much I can take. I don't wanna cry when I hear your name and feel that bullet in my heart again. Oh baby, it's time to let me go. Let me breathe. What's a girl like me to do when my heart is screaming out for you? Just when I thought you were the one, I'm staring at the end of a loaded gun. My love was never bulletproof, and I don't want you to be the first thing on my mind and the last thing when I go to sleep at night. I don't know how much I can take. I don't wanna cry when I hear your name and feel that bullet in my heart again. Oh baby, it's time to let me go and let me breathe. Never imagined that I'd fall flat, being pinned down on the mat. I've gotta leave no turning back, 'cause I don't want you to be the first thing on my mind and the last thing when I go to sleep at night. I don't know how much I can take, and I don't wanna cry when I hear your name and feel that bullet in my heart again. Oh baby, it's time to let me go and let me breathe. Just let me breathe. Well, come on, baby, just let me breathe. Oh, yeah.
UvaldeRadio.net. We are live at the Future Faces Show, 12th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards in Arlington, Texas. Thank you to our sponsors, Graf 7A Ranch and Hondo, Main Street Uvalde, also the Uvalde Commission and Visitors Bureau, and Texas Hill Country River Region. Find links to our sponsors at UvaldeRadio.net. And this is an honor and a pleasure here at the Future Faces Show. I've got Drew Fish!
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm excited for this new radio single. We've been promoting a new single, back out on the road playing shows again, which is great. I love getting there's so much work that is involved in in being in the music industry, and like the fun part is getting to go play shows in front of people.
Yeah.
So when everything got shut down, it was like, man, all the perks of doing this job just disappeared.
Right.
So, man, we're excited to be back out on the road, back playing shows for people. We got new music out. Got more new music on the way, actually. We're working on getting another record out right now.
Really?
Spent, with a bit of time not on the road, we spent a lot more time writing. So, I got probably a couple hundred songs that we wrote over the last 2 years.
That's a heck of a lockdown, huh?
Now we are focused on narrowing it down to what's going to actually make the next record. Man, it's hard. We got a lot of great songs.
Now, are you and the band together collectively writing it, or is it you, or Nashville folks, or how do you come up with
most of the songs I've been writing with Nashville guys. Okay. I mean, it's kind of a mix.
Because I know you do those songwriting.
Songwriter retreats.
Yeah, the retreats.
So I mean, a couple of them were written out there. Probably 6 or 7 of them were written on the retreat. So I go to Nashville a couple times a year to write. Also, this past 2 years, people kind of migrated onto Zoom, so I've been doing a lot of Zoom writes. Written with other Texas artists, written with Nashville artists, written with Nashville writers, Texas writers, kind of all the above. But man, I'm the only one in the band that writes. But there are a lot of great songs, and narrowing it down to what actually is going to make the record has been very, very hard.
Now, which ones do you tend to lean towards? The ones that maybe have where you're sharing rights with somebody who's got a name might help it give it a little bit of traction, or is it just about what you like the best?
The best song that we can get for the record is the one that we put on the record. But there are songs. Our radio single "Better Place." I wrote that with a guy named Byron Hill. Byron Hill wrote "Full Hearted Memory" and "Born Country" and "Nothing on But the Radio," and he's in the Songwriter Hall of Fame. And we didn't put that out to radio because of him. We put that out to radio because we thought that was a great song to put on the radio. We wrote another user song with a guy named Roger Brown. Roger was actually a co-writer on 5 of the songs on our most recent record. He's written 2 George Strait songs, 5 Randy Travis songs, Keith Whitley, Kenny Chesney, Trace Atkins. I wrote Devil You Know with a guy named, with Roger and a guy named Tommy O'Connors.
Wow.
Tommy's written Just Like a Rodeo by John Michael Montgomery. He's written songs for Chris Ledoux, Willie Nelson. It's like any of them that I pick, there's a great.
You want to get them all. You want to get them all out there, right?
So we're not picking the songs based on who I wrote them with. We're picking the songs based on what we think is the best song that fits the band. Most of our songs are either like love-related songs or like party good timing songs.
Right.
And I try to write songs that are real to me, and songs that are accurate of who I am as a person. And maybe if they're not accurate of a situation that I've been through, they're at least something that I believe in and represents me well, I guess.
Well, man, the song is great. And getting back to the party songs, you make some great videos too. Are you guys shooting any videos lately, or is that just kind of? I'm not supposed to be talking about the next. I'm not supposed to be talking about the next radio single. I'm supposed to be focusing on Another You. Tammy's like, here first, right here, guys.
Yeah, Tammy's like, you need to be promoting Another You, not the next one. By the way, I think Another You lyrically is my favorite song on our most recent record.
It's a great song.
It's a powerful song that grabs you. There's a lot of meaning behind it, and man, I without a doubt, I think lyrically it is my favorite song on the new record. With video-wise, we are putting out our next radio single. Once Another You's finished, our next radio single is going to be brand new, not off the record, and that we're working on a video for.
Really?
So there's
already a concept in place. It sounds like you got a good vision already.
Yeah, there's a concept in place, and without saying too much, we're working with another brand. I'll say that. So we'll be teamed up with another brand on that music video. I can't say what the song name is because everybody will know exactly what the brand is. But the name of the song is the brand. So we're excited for the next one too.
Well, that was an effective teaser, so I appreciate that. You heard it first here at Valley Radio. Again, we got Drewfish here at the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. Future Faces. You're going to be here tomorrow night for the big event?
I'm presenting the Large Market Radio.
Very cool, man.
Yeah.
And what's your overall take on these awards things? You love going?
Man, I love it. Well, especially with the last 2 years of COVID and everything, it's like a lot of these radio stations, I haven't had a chance to see everybody except for the award show. So, I love it's a chance to catch up with everybody and when you go to a radio station or you're at a concert and you're playing shows with people, everybody's at work, and it's not kind of letting loose and enjoying yourselves and having fun. So this is kind of, in my view, it's like the industry annual reunion party. Everybody gets together.
Yeah.
We can throw back beers with everybody.
I feel like I should take off my work hat, but I'll be over here hustling on a laptop and a microphone.
Dude, hey,
workaholic.
Dude, props to you.
But well, thank you for taking a couple of minutes with us again. True Fish here. Let's go and do that new single, Another You, and you're hearing it right here on UvaldeRadio.net. Thank you, sir.
Y'all keep on calling in requests. We got to get all the way up to number one.
Empty pillow by my side. Tell myself it'll be okay, knowing too damn well that it's a lie. I breathe in and out and call it a living, hoping someday I'll replace what's missing. Another you, another bit of paradise, the kind of love you don't find twice, someone to hold on to. Another chance to have the kind of love we knew, but I'm afraid it's true. There ain't another you. I was wrong, too late to learn from my mistakes. Even if I did, you'd still be gone. This is just a storm I'll have to weather. All I can do is know the next time I'll do better. Another bit of paradise, the kind of love you don't find twice, someone to hold on to. Another chance to have the kind of love we knew, but I'm afraid it's true. There ain't another you, and I won't let there be. There won't be another goodbye said because of me. Another you, another bit of paradise, the kind of love you don't find twice, someone to hold on to. Another chance to have the kind of love we knew, but I'm afraid it's true. I'm afraid it's true. There ain't another you.
Radio.net. We are live at PBR Cowboy Club at Texas Live, Arlington, Texas, part of the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. There's a whole lot to spit out. And doing it
a lot to fit in your mouth, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And wow, I'm telling you what, my favorite lady of all time, Miss Jenni
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh, I would say, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Every time you walk in the room.
I love you so so much.
I feel like a stalker. I told you before. Every time you're in the room, I'm like, my eyes divert.
I love that. So don't stop.
So you look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
I mean, your hair. Thank you. Here's next. It's Marshall. Marshall crashing the interview. What's up, buddy? It's Jenni DeLord's here, man.
Hey, nice to see you.
All right, we're gonna get to Marshall in a minute.
Okay.
Jenni, so what's going on here tonight? Here at the Future Faces.
Man, just listening to some really great music, and I love this night because you get to hear all the new and up and comers, and you get to hear what they do, and by the end of the night, you maybe get to pick a hand and who gets to perform tomorrow, which is awesome.
You're going to scope in the room going, look at these performers going, that's a potential opening act, or that might be my competition.
Well, it could go either way. That's exactly right.
So do you have a favorite of the 10 artists tonight?
Well, out of the 5 that we've heard so far, I'm really loving John Hope.
John Hope, okay.
Yeah.
And he's a roster partner. He's on Dylan's roster.
Yes, we share the same promoter, but really, I'm just digging his songs, and his mix is really good, and his voice is good, and I'm digging it so far. But I'm not going to make up my mind till I've heard everybody. So.
Now, for reference, if you're a listener out there, John Hope has a current single, Came to Get Down, which is currently on rotation on UMelodyRadio.net. Jenni, we've have many of your songs on the air. You're between singles right now.
Yeah, because I have a new record coming out this summer.
Man,
so
crazy.
we decided rather than release a single from the last album that we would wait till the new one comes out and come in with a big, fun summer song. So
now, I know there's been a lot of hubbub about, I see you planning parties. And
oh, my God.
Now, you always put a lot into, album releases. Is that what I'm seeing? Is that already
exactly
the album
what it is. So, in all of my spare time, I'm making centerpieces. I'm cutting glass. I'm spray painting things.
You actually use liquor bottles too, don't you?
Well, I did liquor bottles the last time. This time I'm doing wine bottles because I wanted it to change it up a little bit.
All right.
So while they're both, centerpieces, I want them to be different than the time before, and so. That's where all my life is right now.
So if this illustrious career in Texas country, Americana, and red dirt doesn't work out for you, party planning
there we go.
Might be the way to go, right?
Yeah.
So, do you like being involved in every aspect of the event planning and everything?
I actually do enjoy it. I don't do it because I feel like I have to control everything. I'm just honestly I do it because I can't afford to pay anybody else
and
to do it.
You're crafty too, right?
But it's fun. And you can let me know if you want some tickets, and maybe if you want to give a pair away to come to the concert.
Yeah.
I will hook
you guys
up.
Me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'll give some to you, and we can give some away.
Okay, well, give us the details. When exactly is this album?
It's on June 11th in Lubbock, Texas. That's at a big event center. It's going to be catered by a woman who actually just competed on Next Level Chef with Gordon Ramsay, which is so fun. And I've got Seth Ward and Billy Joe, a bunch of Texas artists coming in to celebrate with me, plus my whole band and guest performers. It's going to be fun.
And we had you at Texas Country at the Crossroads. We saw the full band in Uvalde for the first time.
So much fun.
Blew everybody away. So fantastic. Hopefully we get to do it again. Billy Joe, we got her new single on the air, too.
I love her.
She's a great lady.
She's so good.
She'll be coming to one of our Friday shows.
Awesome.
So, yeah, and I've been wanting to go to Lubbock because this weekend, Mark Powell's big thing. Well, that's in Amarillo or something.
Well, it's in Abilene.
That's
Abilene, but that's pretty close.
But there was something else going on there recently that I was like, man, I want to go out to Lubbock and check it out. I've never been to Lubbock.
We have Cotton Fest, which is Will Clark Lorene, and Josh Abbott always has Josh Abbott Band Fest, Jab Fest out there. So there are a lot of really big festivals that happen out there. The community out there is amazing. So if you want to come down this summer, I will hook you up.
So now with the new album, are you going to do a big Texas tour? Is that something working out, or is it going to be more has that even been planned so far?
Well, nothing's been planned so far, but I'm never one to say no. So if an opportunity arises, my answer is always yes. So we'll figure that out.
So again, we got Jenni DeLord here, and she's here now. Are you up for any awards for tomorrow night? Or?
I was in the beginning rounds of Female Vocals of the Year.
Right.
But unfortunately, I didn't make it to the next round. But I will be presenting Small Market Radio Station of the Year.
Very
so,
nice.
Of course, I love everybody in radio, and so it's going to be so nice to actually be like, this is my friend.
Yeah.
Whoever gets it, So it's going to be awesome.
That is awesome. Well, again, we got Jenni DeLord here. We are on the Future Faces Show, Texas Regional Radio Music Awards at the PBR Cowboy Club at Texas Live. And let's go and get your latest single on.
Thank you.
Next, you want to give us a quick backstory?
Yeah, so Next to You is kind of like an anti-country song in the sense that it's a not cheating song. It's not about cheating, it's not about heartbreak, but it is about love. And, you know, one of my favorite moments, if you remember when we did it at the Opera House, was when I mixed in that Whitney Houston thing at the end.
Yeah.
I still tell that story where you yelled out to the crowd, "Too soon!" I love that story, and I tell people about that all the time.
I made one of your stories.
I mean, you are in one of my stories, and I'm so grateful to always get to do this with you. So thank you so much.
Let's get it on right now. Again, we are at the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. Future Face, Jenni Delord, next to you, and we are UvaldeRadio.net.
I saw you down there staring. It's true you caught my eye. I was hoping you weren't daring enough to come say hi. I could tell that you were trouble. Thought it best to keep the space. But now you're in my bubble, and these feelings won't escape. I wanna stand next to you. Because there's just something about you that's pulling me your way. Something in the air around you gets me drunk on all you say. And I try so hard to fight it, but it seems like there's no use. There's no way I can deny it, and I know you feel it too. I wanna stand next to you. I won't take you home this evening. You won't see inside my room. There's someone there believing that somehow I'm the moon. And I ain't never gonna hurt him, 'cause he's all I'll ever need. And I'm not sure I deserve him, but I'll never make him leave. So I just wanna stand next to you. I just wanna stand next to you. Yeah. Because there's just something about you that's pulling me your way. But I can't wrap my arms around you or get wrapped up in the tape. All my lips can touch his whiskey, all my hands can hold his glass. Even though I know it's risky, I'm still up for the test. I wanna stand next to you. Yeah. Because there's just something about you that's pulling me your way. And when I go, I know I'm bound to let my imagination play. And it feels so good to feel good. It's nice to know I can, but that sure don't mean that I should. I'm wise enough to understand. I wanna stand next to you. I just wanna stand next to you. I just wanna stand next to you.
Uvalde Radio. Winner 2021 Texas Internet Radio Chart Best Internet Radio Station. Finalist 2021 Texas Country Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. And finalist 2022 Texas Regional Radio Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. Uvalde Radio. Redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas.
UvaldeRadio.net. We are live at the, okay, here, it's a whole lot of stuff. Texas Live, but we're in the PBR Cowboy Club upstairs. It's kind of the whole pre-party for the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, which will be held tomorrow night in the big room. And our live coverage is brought to you by Grass 7A Ranch and Hondo. Also, visit UvaldeCounty.com, Main Street Uvalde, and the Uvalde Convention and Visitors Bureau. and we're just excited to be here at this event. Tomorrow night, we're actually up for Internet Radio Station of the Year, one of 5 finalists, so our first time to have that distinction, so exciting stuff. I'm talking to a lot of our friends in the Texas country and Red Dirt scene, and right now, oh my lordy goodness, it's the host and hostess, the hostess with the mostesses, here at the Future Faces show. I got Kendall Beard and AJ Vallejo. Man, I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but AJ, you know, being a Dallas rock radio guy in the 90s and early 2000s.
We go way back.
Vallejo was the man. Oh my gosh. So when's the next Vallejo reunion show?
We're actually playing it. We're playing with Del Castillo for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, no way! Del Castillo, that's awesome.
Del Castillo and Vallejo, Cinco de Mayo.
I know, where's that again?
In Buda at Rail House.
Very cool. Yeah. All right. So I know what my plans are. That's cool.
That's right.
So you guys are hosting tonight.
We are.
Yeah.
So how has it been so far? It's packed.
It's really packed this year. It's awesome. I think everyone's like, last year was like kind of testing the waters, everyone getting back out, and everyone is like, this year is like, I'm in, I'm ready.
But as far as and I've only been doing this for this will be our 4th year that we've been covering.
Yeah.
But this is even bigger than pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, so this is definitely the height.
Yeah.
It's starting to catch on, I think, because we've seen Future Faces has proven itself. We're seeing success with like Ariel Hutchins, and you know, it proves that like her success and other artists proves that that Future Faces does work. And it does serve a purpose.
You've got 10 of the up and coming, the rising stars of Texas country and Red Dirt, and they're essentially competing. We don't like to use that word because we're all family here. But one of these artists will be selected to perform tomorrow night at the award ceremony.
Actually, male and female.
Male, female, right?
Yeah.
So you get 2 artists.
The first year there's 2.
And then you get to, and that will give them some traction and some visibility. And like you said, Ariel, man, has gone a long way.
Yeah, she's gone a long way.
Since she won. So this is exciting stuff. And we've got a couple of these artists. I'm going to go and list them real quick. Round 1, Group 1 was John Hope, Kate Watson, Joe King, Taylor Dunn, and Hunter Thomas. We're in the middle of Group 2 right now. Laura Leonard, Hayden Gillard, Cynthia Rausch, Ryan Whitfield, and Melissa Brooke. And we've got lots of history with Melissa and newcomer Laura Leonard, who is kind of not from Hondo, but it's kind of her home base.
Yeah.
And real close to you, Valley, where we are. So
we love Melissa.
So we're excited for some of these. To you guys, I know that you're hosts, and you probably have to stay. Anyway, any favorites or good friends out of these 10?
Yes, well, I've known Melissa for a while, so it's really cool to see her. But Alora's up there right now, and I've never heard of her, seen her, and I thought she's super great. And it's honestly just general, but like it's so awesome to see like all the talent.
Everybody's so good.
Yeah, everyone is really.
I really love John Hope myself. I love John Hope. He was the first group. He was phenomenal. So. We're going to see it. It's going to be a tight race, It
really is. So if I had to pick somebody, it would be Laura or Melissa. We've got a lot of great history.
Yeah, sure.
Now I had Melissa on earlier, and it's kind of unfair to call her a future face because she's had a lot of success.
Correct. That's why I was kind of shocked to see her.
But however, when she had her first round, there was no future faces shows. So we're talking about how now this is a relatively new concept, so it's kind of cool that they're giving her a chance to get around.
Yeah.
As far as you guys in your solo acts and your groups, your separate groups, and then your collective duo, how fun is it to watch these rising stars? Because you guys have done some things and have some stories.
Kendall was actually a Future Faces alumni from what year?
She ain't gonna ask her to say.
Don't tell me that. It was it was before the pandemic sometime.
Pre-pandemic. All right.
Let's just say pre-pandemic.
We'll say 2019.
Yeah. But so it's done a lot for us. I mean, that got her name, got a lot of traction for her, and then we started loving Chaos, and then now we've been hosting for this is our 2nd year now. So everybody, they're like, hey, can you come back? So we're happy to be back.
All right, so let's talk about the music again. We got Kendall Beard here, AJ Vallejo. Together, you guys are loving Chaos.
Yes.
And then you've got Brodie Lane, AJ. And then Kendall, you've got your solo career.
Correct.
So a whole lot to cover. So let's get the quick rundown on what you guys are all doing in those respective acts.
Yeah, well, one, I'd like to thank you guys for rocking Come On To You.
Shout out to the new song. It's so awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you, brother. And then we got a single coming out with Willie Braun from Reckless Kelly in May called Wildflower, and we've been sitting on that for a while.
And that'll be Loving Chaos,
Yes, that'll be Loving Chaos. And then we have another one
ready to back that one up.
Yeah,
we'll let this other one
you know
go
what?
first.
We'll throw you exclusive. We'll see what you think about it before we throw it out to everybody. So yeah, you heard it here.
Yeah,
nice.
right?
All right, very good. We got the inside there. And then Kendall, anything solo-wise happening?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always doing my thing, and I'm kind of like back in a writing stage right now. So I got my album out kind of right before the pandemic, all of that stuff, and now I'm pretty much creating a lot more material.
So now we talked about that. The pandemic kind of shut everything down for a while. Do you guys feel like there's so much to catch up on? Like you're doing like this week's work and all of like the last 2 years?
Oh, yeah.
Trying to catch up with everything, right?
100%. I mean, I think we were nervous just like anybody else. Like, is everything going to come back? Is it going to be the same? Or because we were on fire right before all this happened. And was it going to pick up? And honestly, 2022 has been so great to us so far.
It's been a great year for us.
We have been so busy, and it's been great. So
we're happy to be back, and we're like she said, we were scared, man. We're like, are we going to be able to come back and do this again? And here we are.
Here we are.
Bigger, brighter than ever.
Do you feel like that the silver lining of the pandemic is that you got a new appreciation for what all this is?
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, now we're so happy, and I think you can feel that in the crowd tonight.
Right.
I mean, people, you hear the crowd going crazy for these artists, but they just love it. Not only they love the artists, but they love that there's live music, and they're reacting to live
And we're
music.
hanging out in a bar, talking to people, shaking hands, hugging. And nobody looked. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful thing. So again, we're at the Future Faces show, PBR Cowboy Club at Texas Live. The big award ceremony is tomorrow night, and you guys are hosting tonight. Now, AJ, you've always had a kind of a hand in production, and so let's talk about your behind the scenes work.
Well, this is my third year now producing the TRRMA Awards. I became real close with Dave and Tammy, and we've all been, we work well together, man, and I love doing it. I've gotten to know a lot of people. It's taught me a lot about this genre and this kind of this world that we all work in. You know what I mean? So,
Now you have some hand in the videography aspects of it, all right? Now you've got to be stoked because in Texas Live, I mean, they could get a bigger TV, but I just don't know how.
I am so like big boy toys.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you got some high resolution.
We got some good
He
stuff.
was showing me the banner that goes around the outside of the wall. You don't understand how hard that was to make.
That banner goes around. It took me forever to get
Like
that
the
thing
digital
done.
banner. He was
Again,
like,
I would imagine that as a graphic artist, videography aspect, you got to be wetting your pants with excitement about just seeing your work on that giant screen. Right?
Tomorrow, like it's gonna, you'll see. We got some really cool stuff happening. So,
well, I'm excited, man. Good stuff. Y'all give us some plugs. Tell us where to find you guys online, and we're gonna get the Brodie Lane track on.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much, brother. BloodandChaosMusic.com. Brodie Lane. TX.net.
and KendallBeard.com.
Yeah, so we got a lot going on, and thanks so much for everything you do.
Yeah,
we appreciate
thank you so
it.
much.
Quickly, AJ, give us a little bit of introduction on this new single.
Well, this is a song I wrote just kind of during the pandemic, and just I wrote it about this blonde girl, and it's just that's all I can say.
All right, well, check it out. This is Brodie Lane. Come home to you, and this is UvalityRadio.net live at the Future Faces show at the 12th annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards.
Another rainy, long and restless, lonely night. It's hard to fall asleep when you're not by my side. Knowing that I'll see you again soon, satisfy my mind. Body aches all over just to feel your touch. Nothing else would do, but I don't need that much. Long as you're with me, got everything I need. Yeah, I wanna do all the things we do. Hold your body close till the night is through. Wake up in the morning to a day that's new. I wanna come home every night to you. Wake up in the morning to a day that's new. I wanna come home every night to you. When the sun comes up, I can feel you laying next to me, just like the morning air. Close my eyes for a second, open up, but you're not there. 'Cause this fool-heart is saying, baby, this ain't fair. Swear I see your pretty face everywhere. Miss you so damn much. Can't think of nothing else. I wanna do all the things we do. Hold your body close till the night is through. Wake up in the morning to a day that's new. I wanna come home every night to you. I wanna come home. I wanna come home. I wanna come home. I wanna come home every night to you.
UnitedRadio.net. We are live at the PBR Cowboy Club at Texas Live in Arlington, getting ready for the Future Faces going on, the big award show tomorrow night. And our coverage, hold on, here's my sponsors. Brought to you by Graph 7A Ranch, Main Street Uvalde, also Uvalde Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Texas Hill Country River Region. Right now, joining me, I just saw this guy like 9-10 days ago. From Katy, Texas, it's Marshall.
What's up, Uvalde Radio?
And Marshall, you got a buddy with you here, man.
I do. I want everybody in Uvalde, if you're listening online, you've got to check out Mr. Chris Crisp.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah,
he looks crisp and fresh.
He is crispy. He's crispy.
Got a great hat and a great beard.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I
It's a majestic beard, even.
It's majestic. I've got this old withered white. I got carned in this beard. I got carned in.
You got carned in?
I got carned
No, you didn't.
at a rock club in Dallas.
You're lying to
just
me.
Today. Not lying. So tell us about, you give us your rundown on Chris, then I'm going to talk to him also.
So me and Chris did it. I had never met him before, but I'd heard a lot about him through the grapevine around Houston. And we played a show together, and this guy, I tell you, he made me look bad.
What?
He did. No, I'm telling you, this guy right here can sing his ass off.
And you put on a good show, Marshall.
I don't put a badge on. This guy is amazing.
Really,
He's the next big thing.
So you want him as an ally, right?
He's an ally. I'm going to ride his coattails.
Well, Marshall, we're going to play your song here in a minute.
Yes!
So tell me a secret, new song, the latest single.
Hey, here's the secret. Chris Crisp is amazing.
But I don't have Chris's song, so we're not going to play. But I'm going to talk to you, Chris, man.
Go ahead, yeah.
So give us your background. Give us the quick bio 101.
Houston area.
All right.
Grew up, run around there. Sam Houston State grad. Had a great time in Huntsville. Not in prison. And then,
thanks for clarifying.
Yeah. And then, I've been doing music for a couple years now, so I'm still relatively new to the scene.
So what has been, I guess, what's been the biggest obstacle, hardest part about kind of making it in, getting your footing at the scene?
Man, just figuring out the scene, where it all is. That's the biggest thing. Texas is so big. I was just joking with a guy earlier. I said, you can play anywhere in Texas as long as you're willing to drive.
Yeah. How about them gas prices?
No.
Not loving it. So let's talk about Chris. And you're on the Gilligan roster as well.
I am.
So you've got a new single.
Yes.
I don't have it, or at least I don't have access to it right now. But tell us about your new record that's going to radio.
So it's a song called Rear View, like your rear view mirror, and that's exactly what I was going for. Because basically, in a nutshell, the song goes, I kept looking in the rear view, kept looking in the past. So that's in a nutshell. That's what the song is about. So
it's about is it about kind of looking back on what life?
You're trying to get through a breakup, but you can't get through it because you keep looking back.
Oh, very nice. All right.
I feel like it's something that everyone can relate to.
Now, was this something you wrote, or did you have co-writers, or?
No, I wrote it 100%.
This guy's a writer, man.
So let's talk about your writing then. Do you have an arsenal of songs already, or are you just kind of doing a song at a time? You're pretty new at this. So.
I've got some stuff. Now, Rear View is my first one that is out. So you're only going to find that out at the moment. But I've got some stuff that's in the works, just trying to finish, and then I got things that are done. We're just trying to play our cards right as to when to release them. So
very good. So,
trying to do it smart.
As far as artists and recording, are you kind of, because you're new and up and coming, so are you embracing just a single, put a song out to Spotify and radio, or are you the kind of guy that wants to put out an EP or an LP or a CD? How do you want it to look as far as product-wise?
Me personally, especially being as new as I am, I want to put out an EP.
Okay.
Because I want to put out something that when people come to see me play live, I know more than just the one song, or and do it relatively
quickly. Like if people get a sampling of different vibes, different textures, different emotions, and subject matter, right?
There's a time and place for everything.
Right.
But because I'm so new, I think my best bet right this second is probably going to be the EP route.
Next question is: is it just you and a guitar now, or do you have a band that you're working with?
Okay, so it has been just me and the guitar, but we've got the band up and going. We're not quite there just yet because we are so new, but probably within the next month or two we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Man, best of luck to you. Chris Crisp. Now, where can we find more about you online? Website, all that stuff.
Everything. So right now the website is in the works, under construction, but all of the social media links, Chris Crisp Music.
Chris Crisp Music.
Yes.
Ooh, that's tough even for a DJ.
I know, but once you get it, you'll never forget it.
Here's what we're going to do. Marshall, we talked to you a million times. We're going to play your new song, Tell Me the Secret, which we have actually a full feature interview on the interviews page at UvaldeRadio.net with Marshall right now. So if you missed that, go check that out. And I think with that 4-minute song, you'll have enough time to dig up your song.
Okay.
So I think we'll try to get that Chris Crisp track, Rear View,
yes, sir.
Right on after that. So y'all hang out for artists back-to-back right here on UvaldeRadio.net. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Tell me something I don't know.
Uvalde Radio, streaming worldwide at uvalderradio.net, or download the Live 365 app and search Uvalde Radio to listen on the go.
Things haven't gone quite as planned. Thought I'd always be your man. I'm sitting here in this truck wondering where the hell you've gone, wondering what I did wrong. This dirt road's a lot like life, goes up and down and side to side. You can wash right out from under your feet, like the day you left me. So I'll tip that bottle empty, yeah, I'll tip that bottle dry. I've learned to love the pain, 'cause it's the only thing that tells me I'm alive. I'm trying my best to make it in this world without you, and I keep looking in the rear view. My friends all tell me it just takes time, but I'm not one to just sit by. I've spent more nights in that bar than I have in my own bed, trying to stay out of my head. So I'll tip that bottle empty, and I'll tip that bottle dry. I've learned to love the pain, 'cause it's the only thing that tells me I'm alive. I'm trying my best to make it in this world without you, and I keep looking in the rear view. And I keep looking for the man I used to be, but all I see now is a half-drink bottle of whiskey. So I'll tip that bottle empty, and I'll tip that bottle dry. I've learned to love the pain, 'cause it's the only thing that tells me I'm alive. I'm trying my best to make it in this world without you, but I keep looking, girl, I keep looking, I keep looking in the rear view.
UvaldeRadio.net, it's Robert Miguel. We are live at the, okay, here we go, PBR Cowboy Club at Texas Live in Arlington. This is night one of the 12th annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. Our live coverage is brought to you by Graf's 7A Ranch in Hondo. Also, Main Street Uvalde. Find them at mainstreetuvalde.com. Also, the Uvalde Convention and Visitors Bureau. Their website is onlyinuvalde.com. And our friends at the Texas Hill Country River Region. Find them at visituvaldecounty.com. Woo! All right, so now that is said and done, I've got with me the most fantastic lady on the planet, the one and only Miss Sarah Hobbs.
Oh, I just love you so much.
Oh, my goodness. You just, I mean, stunning. You look so beautiful tonight.
Well, thank you very much.
And you look this great tonight. I can't even imagine how you're going to look tomorrow.
Well, dang.
Because tomorrow night's get up has to outdo tonight, right?
It does. And now
So it's going to be all sparkle. It's going to be leather, a little rattlesnake.
You nailed it. Sparkles.
Sparkles,
We're
huh?
going sparkles.
So tonight you're kind of doing a dark thing.
Yes.
Kind of like a lady
They're
in black.
a little edgy.
Yeah, it's kind of like a femme, like a girl power Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. You're just starting.
If the viewers could see, I'm giving him a high five.
It's the hat.
right
It's super
now.
hot. So, Sarah, I haven't talked to you. It's been a while.
I know, I miss you.
And might have been the last time was maybe in one of these award shows.
Probably.
So,
Which I
Black
don't
Bayou was the last song that you put out. That was just flew up the charts, and it really awesome video. We talked about that.
Man, I appreciate y'all so much.
How you're
for
out there
spending that.
in cute boots.
Thank y'all.
On a
thank
canoe.
Y'all. Yes.
Tossing over,
Thanks.
What was it in that burlap bag you told me about afterwards, after the fact? What was in that bag?
Oh, like the legit, like the secret part?
Yes.
So we soaked pillows. And then, of course, put them in, big contractor bags.
Interesting.
And that was what, actually weighted it down enough.
Yeah.
So then, of course, we had to keep a rope on the end so we could, yank it back up. And so we're not putting anything in the lake, of course.
You look like you're working to knock that over, yeah.
Man, I was tired.
Yeah.
I was real tired after that. I was like, got me out here rowing.
I'm done.
Rowing boats, throwing bodies over. Jesus, Lord.
Yeah, I know. I work up a sweat, but I work up a sweat anytime I see you. So again, Sarah Hobbs is here. So tomorrow night is the big award show. We're here at the Future Faces tonight. Let me go and give the Future Faces a quick plug.
Yes.
We had 2 groups of 5. So from what I understand, 2 of these groups, a male and a female, will get to perform tomorrow night, which is a first time, right?
I believe
for
so.
The awards.
I believe that is the first.
We had John Hope, Kate Watson, Joe King, Taylor Dunn, Hunter Thomas, Alora Leonard, Kaden Gillard, Cynthia Rausch, Brian Winfield, and Melissa Brooke. Any favorites or any like home fries, that you want to shout out to that you're kind of rooting for?
I've known Melissa forever, and she is incredible.
Melissa is a lot of fun.
Melissa's
and
my girl.
Again, we've talked about this a couple of times. Melissa's not really a future face.
She's not.
Been in the scene for a while.
I literally just had this conversation with somebody. I was like, why is she a future face? But then
because the future faces didn't exist when she was coming up, right?
Exactly. And I was like, I'm so thankful that she is, because she gets to just go up there and do her thing and be a powerhouse. So she's incredible. I love Kate. Kate's great. I love Taylor. Joe King was great.
He's a really cool guy. One of the coolest dudes ever,
So good. I feel like there's a lot of great talent coming up.
I've said this before, so I'll make the official stance. At UvalityRadio.net, we are really rooting for Melissa Brooke and Alora Leonard. I don't know how much you know about Alora, but Hondo's kind of her second home. So she proximity to Uvalde pretty close. And dude, the girl is 17 years old.
Wow.
And making really great country records right now.
Wow.
And I don't know if you know her first single called Old Soul Girl, that really kind of sums up what she does. She's just got this maturity to her that is years beyond.
That's incredible.
Did you know she was 17? It's
no,
crazy,
I did
right?
not.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
She's great.
So as far as future faces go, I think that she's a good pick. Again, Melissa, because she's kind of making this is kind of our comeback in a sense.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Agreed.
She was out of the scene for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But they're all fantastic, and any of these 2 would be great to walk away with the honor to be performing at the ceremony. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you performed last year, did you not?
At the award show?
Well, did you perform at the award show, or you hosted, or was it the TCMAs I'm thinking about?
TCMAs, I did. I performed.
Okay, yeah.
And then, let's see, 2 or 3 years ago, I performed.
It's hard to keep up with all these things, right?
Oh my gosh, it's very hard. And then I think that's the last time. So I performed the last couple of years.
Now you did win Female of the Year.
Yes.
Is that 2 years ago now, or is it last year?
2019.
2019. Okay, so
2019 or 2018.
It's weird. The flashback, the pandemic, we all lost 2 years. Yeah, so
I know.
It's hard to say.
It is.
But you are a Female Vocalist of the Year for T3R.
Yes.
And tomorrow night,
yes,
you're up for a couple of awards, and you're presenting, right?
I am.
So let's just talk about what your duties are tomorrow, first of all.
Absolutely. So, of course, excited to see everybody. Up for Female Vocalist of the Year,
awesome.
And then up for Video of the Year with Black Bayou.
Who wins?
I do.
You got my vote on that one.
That video is my heart and soul. I love it so much.
Yeah.
And of course, presenting an award, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Do you know who you're presenting?
Syndicated Radio.
Wow, very cool. All right,
yes.
That's awesome.
So I'm very excited.
So let's see, Syndicated Radio Show. I think we here at Uvalde Radio, we're kind of rooting for CD Techs. Well, that's one of our staple shows on Saturday morning. So
that's a great one.
good luck to all, but they're all great.
They are.
So what is in okay, they're about to start some more music, so we'll try to wrap this up. What's going on? What's in the next? You got any new music coming out soon, or what?
You heard it here First, I have not done one radio interview. You heard it here first. You will be getting a single from me next Thursday.
Next Thursday, you heard it first here at DeValryRadio.net. Give us a little bit of an insight as to what the vibe is on the new song.
It is Country's All Get Out. It's called That Way.
Okay.
It's going to be released on the 31st. Radio's going to get it first, and then about a week later, it's going to be available for everybody. It just sounds like old school country music. Like I said, it's called That Way. It's a song I wrote back in like 2014, and now it gets to have life.
I'm so excited, and especially you told us first.
Yes!
Before we wrap it up and get into some Black Bayou, what's coming up in the spring and summer? Any big shows coming up?
There are. We're doing a show. We're playing the German Fest, so that's going to be a blast. Shane Smith and them are on that bill as well, so that's going to be so much fun. Summertime, I'm going to Iceland, so that's going to be so much fun.
All right, well, go.
Iceland, Denmark.
So look for Sarah Hobbs online, find her on the website, social media, and I got to talk about this. Bree is not here tonight. She's got a big thing tomorrow. How much does she miss Bree Bagwell right now at this moment?
She's doing great. They made it safely, finally.
Good.
They've had a long...
Did she have a blowout or something? I saw that online,
Yeah. So she's okay. Like, everything's good. They finally got here safely. She's going to rest, and tomorrow will be all full force. It's going to be a long day tomorrow, but we're ready.
The sisters are going to be back. It's going to be a good time.
The sisters will be reunited.
Once again, Sarah Hobbs here at the Future Faces show. The big award show is tomorrow. You'll see Sarah presenting as well as in the running for a couple of great awards too. Let's do her song. Nominated for Video of the Year. This is Black Bayou. Sarah Hobbs, DeValryRadio.net. Thank you, ma'am.
I love y'all so much. Thank you.
Black Bayou, I got a secret too. Black Bayou, you won't tell, will you? Well, sometimes a man just don't know no better. You tell me, if a girl like that was stealing yours, would you let her? He pulled her close, told her he loved her, saw the whole thing, arms all around her. She was all right, I love you too. Felt something snap, fire started burning behind my eyes, wheels started turning, that's when it hit me, what I had to do. Black Bayou, I got a secret too. Did you know a bag of bricks won't grow? But I do in my little boat. It ain't got a motor, it don't make no sound. You toss all your troubles over the side and they just sink right down, down, down. He pulled her close, told her he loved her, kissed her again, arms all around her. She was all right, I love you too. I felt something snap, fire started burning behind my eyes, wheels started turning, and that's when it hit me, what I had to do. Black Bayou, I got a secret too. Sometimes a man just don't know no better. She promised him the rest of her life, and he promised me forever. Felt something snap, fire started burning behind my eyes, wheels started turning, and that's when I did what I had to do. He pulled her close, told her he loved her, she held on, dragging him under. I had to save him, I had to cut her loose. Black Bayou,
UvaldeRadio.net. We are live at the PBR Cowboy Club at Texas Live in Arlington, getting ready for the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards tomorrow night, right here at Texas Live. Woo! I'm Robin. All right, so, man, just bam, just kind of, lots of people to talk to, and we're happy to hear them, but this is cool. Some of our station favorites, all the way from, Arlington, Texas.
Yeah. The other side of Day 16.
September Moon is there! What's up, man?
Hey, thanks for coming to our backyard, man.
Yeah, so we got the designated drivers that are here. So have y'all ever been to one of these things that actually still got in trouble even though you're local? Not too bad?
Not too bad.
No. I mean, so does it feel a little, because you guys play all over the place.
Yeah.
Is it a little bit more comfort zone being here, or is it weird and nervous-y?
Honestly, more comfort zone.
It is?
Way more comfort zone. Like, we've actually played here before.
We actually cut our teeth downstairs at Troy's.
Oh, okay.
That was when we first became a band, they liked our stuff, and so we'd play there about every 6 weeks.
So y'all feel like the hosts and hostesses over here, right? Like,
yeah, it's like, oh, we're at Texas Live. Cool, man, that's home.
It's nice. I feel like venues when they're more familiar, you feel more comfortable, and the nerves, it helps with the nerves a lot.
But it must be insane having all these people in this whole big Texas Country Red Dirt scene here on your stomping grounds. Basically, this is y'all's scene, and and they're all here, right? So
I can't complain.
Yeah. So what do you guys who do you guys get a kick out of seeing out here? Just kind of walking around.
I mean, there's so many people. Like, it's just the longer that you're in this business, you start to make more and more friends.
Right.
And events like this, especially, are so incredible to get all these people in one room. It starts to be a little bit like a sea of faces, but almost all the faces, and it's sort of like a reunion every year. It's awesome.
That's awesome. Now, speaking of future faces, what's going on? Laura Leonard's on right now. And I'm going to take a quick pause. Let's listen to the song. Yeah. It's a big hit. This actually went number 1 on Uvalde Radio. But Laura Leonard doing Old Soul Girl here.
She's good.
Laura Leonard is in round 2 of the Future Faces kind of like competition. Also, Caden Gillard, Cynthia Rausch, Ryan Winfield, and Melissa Brooke, who we spoke to earlier. So do you guys have a favorite here at the Future Faces show?
We're friends with a few.
I'm friends with Cynthia, and I've actually gotten to see Melissa play before, and she's so good too. This is so hard.
I know. It's okay.
Been knowing John Hope for a while, and so it's just like, on these competition things, it's tough because we've got 10 competitors, which is so hard in music. It's like, what's the scoreboard, right?
Well, you're all friends and you respect everybody's work, and you want them all to win.
Yeah.
But you know what? Competition is good. Yeah. So speaking of competition, tomorrow night's the actual awards ceremony.
Yeah, man.
What are you guys doing in the awards? Anything happening with you guys September Moon?
Yeah, we're up for Best New Band.
That's awesome.
We're going to be performing. I forget where in the show, but I guess we're right after Curtis Grimes or something. And
after Curtis, will you be performing your new single or something else?
No, actually.
We're going to actually play Abilene. It's a little bit older single, but it was our first one we put out. Okay. It did really well for it. Kind of was the song that helped put us on the map and get us any kind of attention ever. So we're like, let's go ahead and do that.
Well, very good, man. It's exciting stuff. Again, we got September Moon here at the Future Faces show. The award show is tomorrow night in the big room at Texas Live. Well, I think they need a bigger TV in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to see what's going on.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
We're going to have to go next door over to Cowboy Stadium for that.
Yeah, Jerry Jones gets jealous.
All right, so let's talk about the new single, Little Dream.
Yeah.
Now, it's a little bit of a departure from what at least the radio singles.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, I guess, coming up with the song and then the decision to put it out to radio.
Okay, so that was weird because we had no intention of pitching that song to radio. We just thought that song would be a really kick-ass last track of the album. And we were working with our new radio promoter, and he said, well, send me everything that you have. And we're like, well, we want to promote this song, Gatekeeper. And he said, well, send me everything that you have. And he listened to all of them. And he's like, I will promote this one or this one, and here's why. And we're like, well, this one and this one are like not even like where our heads were at. We just thought it was a cool track, and so we just ended up going with it. We all really love the track.
It's funny, the songs that you love and your heart is really in it. Our hearts are in that song so much, and but we never thought that we would actually release it to radio. But then it's funny,
a personal kind of thing,
right?
Yeah.
But it's funny, the songs that people are like, no. We had a lot of friends tell us, I love that song, and we're like, really? They're like, you should put that one out to radio. And it always caught me off guard because I was like, but it's just so different. But I don't know, a lot of our friends were very like,
and that probably is why, because it stands out. It's not just the same old, right? Yeah. No, when it came across my desk, I was like, oh, that's definitely different from what you guys have been doing. Yeah. Love it, but definitely kind of a different vibe.
Yeah.
But it does show people that are maybe think that you're kind of a one-trick type, that you're doing a little bit of different stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Because we were going to release Gatekeeper because we're a vocal harmony group and we're a vocal group and we have different lead singers, and all the other ones that we've had were Catherine leading. Well, we have different lead vocals, so we were trying to push Gatekeeper because that was PJ on lead vocal. And I talked with Dave about it, and he's like, yeah, but I want to do this one. I was like, are you sure?
So what was the reason that Dave cited that he loves about this particular song?
Yeah, he just said that it was kind of hypnotic. He said that he kind of forgot, like, what he wasn't concerned about anything else happening in the moment. He just lost himself in the song.
That is a great description.
And I said, Dave, are you sure? It's a little long for a radio single. He said, I don't know. I just got lost in the song. I don't give a shit how long it is.
Hypnotic is actually a great word because you do get lost in it, and there's just something about the kind of low, kind of Johnny Cash-ish kind of thing going on, where it just kind of gives you the feels, and you can just kind of, it's like a chill in the hammock kind of song.
Yes.
Yeah. No, thanks. Yeah, I kind of wrote it like because I'm a big Jack Johnson fan. So I was like that was kind of the vibe I was going on that, and so thanks.
Well, that's great. So let's go and get it on again. We got September Moon here with the Future Faces show. The big award show is tomorrow, and September Moon will be performing. That's and again, what category you got? Best new band, right? Best of luck to you guys. You guys deserve it. If you don't win it, you won it in my heart. Okay.
I'm honored to be here.
So cool. Well, again, September Moon. This is Little Dream, and you're here on UvaldeRadio.net.
Dream a little dream of me while you sleep. Dream a little dream of me while you sleep. Forget the miles and miles between what could be. Rest your eyes, they shine so blue. I'm gonna dream myself right next to you. Next to you.
Feel the ocean breeze on your cheek, on that beach we talked about. Run away, babe, from our yesterdays. Well, we won't have to think about
What went wrong or what has been. I would give anything to be there with you. just your eyes, they shine so blue. I'm gonna dream myself right next to you, next to you. Dream a little dream of me while you sleep.
Uvalde Radio, winner 2021 Texas Internet Radio Chart Best Internet Radio Station. Finalist 2021 Texas Country Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. And finalist 2022 Texas Regional Radio Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. Uvalde Radio, redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas.
UvaldeRadio.net, we are live at the PBR Cowboy Club in Texas Live in Arlington. I know, I'm just looking up there because I got to think. So if I see your smiling faces and sexiness, I get distracted. So I have to find a place to focus on so I can remember all the sponsor copy in my brain. But so all that what I said, and our live coverage is brought to you by Graf 70 Ranch, Texas Hill Country River Region, Uvalde Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Main Street Uvalde. No, there's nothing over there. It's just, that's where I focus. That's where I focus.
I love the Hondo Ranch.
No, I love those, and they love you.
I love Ken and Lori, we love y'all.
If y'all haven't figured it out yet, with me right here, we got Kid What's going on, Kid Fools? How you guys doing?
Hey, man. Oh, man, nothing much. We just sit around the couches doing nothing, hanging out.
This is almost how we roll. This is almost getting to feel like deja vu's, right? Like, this is like our third time to do this.
I love you, man. This is the best. This is the best.
And at the Cowboy Bar here, Texas Live, Kid Fools here. Last time I think I was doing this, recording you guys on my iPhone. I went ahead and brought a mic and a laptop, trying to get a little bit pro this. Morgan Ashley's over there, Morgan! Woo! She's so beautiful.
I want somebody in New York.
Oh, you're part of it now. Welcome aboard.
So, yes, we got Morgan Ashley as well, too. At Kinfo, you guys are here, and you guys are up for some awards tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What you guys up for?
New Band of the Year.
New Band of the Year.
And Band of the Year.
And Band of the Year.
How does that work?
How does that? I was going to say. It's all about the nomination and voting process.
Right.
Some people don't know you're new. You know?
Yeah, you gotta try for all of them so you can get at least one, right?
Wouldn't that be cool if you guys got both somehow?
That makes sense.
That would be awesome, man. So you guys are performing, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what do you got on tap? What are you guys performing tomorrow night?
Well, we're gonna perform a single, and you'll find out tomorrow.
Oh, a single?
One single.
One single.
One single song. And then we got a freaking fun time.
And you're not going to tell us what single that is.
Oh, hang on a second. I got to remember it. No. You're going to love this. Okay. And because of you inspired us for the finale that we're doing with Scotty Alexander.
Oh, really?
So somebody saw this.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Okay.
No. Well, this comes out after the awards, I'm sure. Okay. So, I just did it right. Somebody found a YouTube video of Scotty and us playing The Devil Went Down to Georgia and Orange Blossom together. So, and they liked it so much they asked us to do it here at the show tomorrow. So
wow, that's awesome. Hey, we recorded that too, so that's nice.
Yeah, right at you, Robert.
Oh, yeah, go back to Graf 70 Ranch and Hondo. We love folks. So shout out to Ken and Lori who are sponsoring our coverage tonight.
Hey, Ken, hi, Lori.
Are you guys have you guys got plans to go back in the spring, summer, fall at all?
We'd love to.
Yeah. Nothing on books yet, but probably soon, right? So let's talk about the show. Oh, hey, shout out Melissa Brooks on stage right now. Doing her number one single, Beast. Awesome. So good. Melissa's one of the future faces up here tonight. So, as far as you guys have been headlining gigs, playing all over. Things things are changing for Kinfo, man. You guys are the band to book, right?
Oh gosh,
We're still just the crazy little band that comes around and plays the Opry House in Uvalde every once in a while.
Looking forward to having you guys back sometime in Uvalde. It'll be great. So give us an example of some of the cool shows you guys have done here in the last year. Well, stands out.
We've been working a lot with our buddy Randy Rogers and Kevin Fowler. I'll tell you what. Okay, we can say this. The next few months we have some big stuff lined up. We'll be working with Clay Walker, John Michael Montgomery, Wade Bowen. We got another show with William Beckman and Randy Rogers and Wickenbach. We're trying to grow a little bit more in a sense, and we've been gracious enough and humbled enough to be asked to be a part of these shows. So next few months are pretty big for us.
We've been so fortunate that these guys have taken us under their wing and let us get in front of their crowd, and we can't thank them enough.
Well, I think it's safe to say that we've weathered the pandemic, so things, and you guys kind of survived it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you feel like stronger than ever, or what's the general consensus about how the pandemic, affected you guys in the long run of the band?
Yeah, we're definitely pretty happy where we're at. We're pretty happy that when you go to a venue now, that's all sort of in the past, and everybody's just partying and having a good time again.
Well, I was talking to AJ from Brodie Landon of Vallejo that I feel like everybody might have more of an appreciation for all that we're doing here, as kind of displayed by tonight. The attendance is great. Yeah. I think there are more people here for the Future Faces than pre-pandemic. Which I think says something about the state of live music and appreciation for just shaking a hand, hugging a person, and seeing live music, right?
Yeah, it's thriving. I mean, not to get over, but like crazy, but the music is a living, breathing thing, man. The whole industry is like that too, and I think that pandemic kind of stifled us a little bit, stifled everybody. But now everybody's getting healthier, everybody's excited to be out, like you said, and things are going to start happening, man. Crazy things are going to start happening.
You got a second win. Now you got a great new single on with Terry, Wild Horse, still climbing the charts. We'll play that in a minute, but first of all, let's talk about this. So the record's hot, it's doing great, but are you guys, what's new music? If anybody wants brand new music, what is that ETA looking like?
Well, we got...
Or are you guys still going to milk this for a bit?
No. We got some new stuff coming out. Another kind of a collab with another artist. We're excited about for the summer, kind of a summer song, and that's been coming out. We're halfway done with the album, the EP or whatever you want to call it. We're got to get back up to Nashville and get that done. But yeah, new music coming out in the near a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah, wow, very cool. So let's go talk about Wild Horses, Terry McBride. Tell me this, because I think a lot of times when people do these duets or features, you kind of, it kind of breaks your heart. Like whenever I remember in the late 80s, aging myself, seeing Ozzy Osbourne or Lita Ford, and one night here in Dallas, Texas, they were both in town. Lita was playing Rock Club, Ozzy was playing Reunion Arena, and they have that duet, Close My Eyes Forever. And everybody in town was like, dude, they're going to get together and do that song together. It didn't happen. Would have been so cool, right? Like, planets align and whatnot. But how hard is it to get Terry on stage to do that song with you guys?
Hasn't happened yet.
I was going to say, is that something you guys would ever plan out, flesh out, and go like, hey,
We'd love to. Terry's in Nashville, but he gets over to Texas quite a bit, so I wouldn't say it's out of the question, but what was so cool is when we did the video, he came over from Nashville, and he was in the video with us.
The video's great.
He's such a sweetheart that it would only take a call, I'm sure, to get him up.
That's awesome.
Great dude. Awesome guy, man. Awesome.
Well, and you guys handle it capably with Adam, so again, what else is happening? Any other quick shameless plugs before we get into some music?
Quick shameless plugs, man. Well, other than being up for a couple awards and being thankful for that, man, and being able to keep growing our music in the sense of the shows and stuff. We're keeping trucking, man. We're on Spotify, all that stuff. Uvalde Radio.
That's right.
Thank you for all the support on Wild Horses. We're excited, man.
So once again, Kinfo here, they are up for Best New Band and Best Band of the Year, right? Tomorrow night, 12th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards here at Texas Live in Arlington. Thanks again to our local sponsors, Graf 7A Ranch in Hondo, Main Street, Uvalde. I'm not looking over there now, I'm looking over here. Uvalde.com and the Texas Hill Country River Region. Let's get that track on. Wild Horse is a top 10 song on Texas country and been number 1 a few times on UvaldeRadio.net. It's Kinfo on UvaldeRadio.net, y'all.
before, she was dancing in a bar. A couple two steps later, she was dancing with my heart. She said, I'm not the kind that you can tame, I'm the kind you let go. Well, cowboy, you ought to know, wild horses, they gotta run, jump fences and have a little fun. So baby, don't hold my reins too tight, 'cause it's wild horses running wild tonight.
Oh, tell them about it, Sarah.
I said, now don't worry, baby, this ain't my first rodeo. I can be a neon whiskey Romeo. I ain't gonna try and slow a fast one, lock you down. She said you couldn't anyhow, 'cause wild horses, they gotta run, jump fences, have a little fun. So baby, don't hold my reins too tight, 'cause this wild horse is running wild tonight.
That's a night I still can't forget.
I can still hear the last word she said
as she rode off into that sunset. Wild horses, they gotta run, jump fences and have a little fun. So baby, don't hold my reins too tight, 'cause it's wild horses.
Whoa, wild horses, they gotta run, jump fences, have a little fun. So baby, don't hold my reins too tight, 'cause this wild horses,
oh, this wild horses,
oh, this wild horses,
running wild tonight.
UnitedRadio.net. We are live at the PBR Cowboy Club at Texas Live in Arlington, Texas, covering the, night one of the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, the 12th annual. And just to rub it in and remind you one more time, UnitedRadio.net is up for Internet Radio Station of the Year, one of 5 finalists. We are honored to finally, we'll be 3 years old in July. So less than 3 years, getting this nod is really, really cool. But someone who has kind of been there and done that, and if I'm not mistaken, a winner in the Future Faces before, I've got Ariel Hutchins. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. It's so good to see you. I think I talked to you a couple of years ago at the awards.
That's right.
We had not played any of your records at that point, but at this point now, we've got a lot of your hits on the air.
Absolutely.
So you've got a brand new single with Mark Powell, right?
Yes.
Isn't he just wrapping up his big festival or something?
Yes, we just performed yesterday at Outlaws and Legends. Yes.
So, what a crazy weekend for Texas country, right?
Absolutely.
So you were out there at the show.
Yes, we performed yesterday. Yes.
And then hightailed it over here.
That's right. Yep.
You are such a busy lady. If I'm not mistaken, I saw you recently at the TCMAs, and
That's
you were
correct.
performing there, and you were up for some awards and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So, since Future Faces and maybe even before, you've been on fire, right? I mean,
yeah, it's been crazy. I mean, such a crazy year. Everything's happened so fast. You know?
So as far as the awards tomorrow, are you nominated in any categories? What's
a lot? Yes.
So give us a rundown. What are you in? What are you in for?
Female vocalist of the year, nice. New female vocalist of the year, song of the year, songwriter of the year, video of the year. Quite a few.
That's crazy.
I know.
Congratulations. Of course, like they always say, it's an honor just to be nominated, right?
That's right.
What if you had to pick one award that you really want? Like, hey, you can only have one. What's the one you really want, or you feel like you really deserve?
Well, now I'm new in this industry, and I feel that this is just me giving my 2 cents. I feel like new artist of the year because I am new.
That's smart.
I do feel like Kylie. I feel like she's kind of paved her way a lot this year.
Well,
so.
also winning Female of the Year, you might peaking too early, right? You don't want to do that either. I mean,
no,
you know, so yeah.
I think Kylie
new is good, right?
New, absolutely. I think Kylie's I've been watching her and she's amazing. So I think.
So let's talk about that. The other competitors, I think Sarah Hobbs is up too.
Absolutely.
So
yes.
how are you feeling about the competition on both the female categories?
Well, you know, I don't necessarily think of it as it is competition.
Right.
I just think it is a bunch of women that are amazing. And like I said, I don't think I deserve Female Artist of the Year. I've only been in this a year. I think new fits me, but I think just seeing as what Kylie's done this year, I feel like I think she's got it.
Now is Song of the Year the Sundance head track?
Yeah.
Which that hit Texas radio like fire. So let's go on and go backstory on all that, how that come together.
Dave Smith, he introduced us, and me and Sundance are goofballs together, so you can't take us serious. So we kind of got together and decided to do the song he had already put out, and went from there. And a few weeks later, we recorded it, and the next thing you know, it was out on radio.
And now, after the success of that, your next song was the Cowboy He Will Be, right?
Yes, sir.
And wow, what a... I'm a parent. There's a lot of moms and dads out there. I mean, as far as like being like a Texas mom, you pretty much just hit the nail on the head, right? You must get messages and stories and comments from moms all over just how much that hurt. So let's talk about the inspiration of the song and then the response.
So basically, when I wrote this song, me and my buddy Greg Young wrote the song for my son. He's such an old school. He's an old soul. When he gets on a horse, you'd think he'd been riding for 50 plus years. But he's only been riding for a few. You know, he's 6 years old. He just turned 6. So we wrote this song for him just saying, you know I can already see the cowboy. He's going to be the man he's going to make. And so, we just had that and sat down and wrote it, and it's been incredible. And I've had so many moms reach out to me crying because they're like, there's not very mother and son songs out there.
Isn't. Not as many as you think, right, for sure.
And not one that rodeo. So it was such a touching moment for a lot of rodeo moms. So I thought
and you're right, it's a very specific song, but at the same time, it's very generally applicable. And I mean, like, I'm in country radio, but I'm not much of a rodeo guy. Look at this physique. I couldn't do that. But there's a universal love that just seeps through those lyrics and your vocals. I mean, there's not only are the words just spot on, but it's your delivery. You can just totally tell that it's coming from the heart. What a fantastic song. And then now you are back with a brand new song, another duet. So what brings you back to these duets? Is that something that is it just kind of happenstance? Just kind of happenstance?
I don't play by the rules and I don't play by the game. My thing is you know what? I find these artists, I don't even know how to put words on it, but I love singing with other people, and I just think if you put two amazing artists together, do a song, it's just something that somebody can enjoy. So it's
tell me how you guys landed on the new track, what the recording process was like, everything too.
So Mark Powell, he's incredible. He's an awesome, funny human being. And when we originally reached out and asked him to do this song, he was all on board. He recorded it. Actually, we were going to play it at Outlaws and Legends yesterday, but we did not get to.
Oh, really? Why not? What happened?
Okay, so I didn't want to throw him on the spot and play the song, and he was sitting on the side of the stage, right? I saw him walk off, and I thought, my gosh, he doesn't look too happy. I met him in the back. He said, now, I was ready to do that duet.
You were like, you didn't want to put him on the spot.
I didn't want to put him on the spot.
Yeah.
And Mark's like, come on, I live on the spot. Let's go.
But you know what? Let's be honest. Mark should have had that worked out before the show, right? That's before the show working out stuff. Not your fault, not at all. And it's interesting because I was just having a talk with Kinfo moments ago about duets, and they collaborated with Terry McBride, and I said, what's interesting is that when artists can do collaborations, duets and whatnot, and people know they're in the same city or the same venue, they expect it to happen. Yeah. And if it doesn't happen, it's a little bit of a letdown. And I'm sure you have some fans that are like, what the heck? Why didn't you guys do it, right? I mean, it's his festival, right? I mean, it makes sense. Well, that's okay. Leave them wanting more, right? Leave them wanting more. Well, the song is brand new, but it's already flying up the charts. So it's really great. So what's in the future as far as like new songs? Are you doing singles? You're putting out an EP, a full record? How are you approaching the release of the music?
You know, we're always looking to put out an EP, more than just one song. We've got so many songs that are recorded, good to choose from. So it's kind of just at this point figuring out which one we think would be for the next best release. So that's kind of how we're approaching it. We don't want to put out everything, and take away from all the others. So it's just find that next best song.
Well, we're looking forward to whatever you come out with. You've been on fire for the last couple of years. It's very exciting. I did have one question I wanted to ask you about the Cowboy He Will Be. Just being a mom in the scene. How hard is that to juggle? Being a modern woman, being in the scene, recording, getting on the road, doing all of these events. Is it hard? Is it fun? What kind of toll is that taking on you?
It's very hard. You ever seen the Loretta Lynn movie?
No, I haven't seen it yet. No.
I relate so much to her because she was a mom of 3 babies, trying to juggle life. And my husband, if I didn't have such a good support system at home, it wouldn't happen. This dream of mine wouldn't happen, and he believes in me so much. He's like, when you're gone, I'll pick up the slack at home. That way when you're ready to come home and, off the road, I got you, So it definitely would not be possible without my husband. It's hard. It's hard, 100%. I missed his last rodeo. He was bull riding. He's 6 years old.
Wow.
Won 2 back-to-back rounds. The first one came back, run more money, run another 2 back-to-back rounds. It was hard for me to miss that, but they understand. And I just want them to always know that it doesn't matter how old you are. I want my babies to follow their dreams from the time they know what a dream is. So.
Last question with Ariel Hutchins here. Your son, is he gonna be a musician? Are you gonna teach him, or you let him decide on his own, or are you gonna put a guitar in his hand as soon as possible?
He thinks he likes to play the guitar, but he has no idea. I think the musician will be my daughter. She likes to sing, especially when you put on Frozen. Good Lord.
Wow.
Elsa sings Let It Go. I mean, that child is...
All right, so we had a Disney princess in the future. All right, very good. Ariel Hutchins here, nominated for 17,000 awards tomorrow night. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
And let's go and do that new song, Ariel, Tequila for Two, right? With Mark Powell, and you're hearing it on UValdyRadio.net.
Calling to say you're on my mind, so I'm on my way home to you, girl. Be there real soon. Let's warm up the night like we always do. You and me, girl, tequila for 2. We'll meet in the hallway, about halfway. It's a good place to start this game that we play. Take our time, girl. Your lips on mine. Build us a fire like we always do. Light up the night with tequila for 2. Shot after shot, round after round, flying private together without leaving town. Nothing can limit the night moves we choose. You chase us down, and then I'll chase you. Tequila for 2.
I'll show you my hand, and you show me yours. We'll cross over the line, but who's keeping score, boy? Who wants it more, boy? You lead the way, and I'll follow you.
without leaving town. Nothing can limit the night moves we choose. You chase us down, and then I'll chase you. I got the bottle,
I'll bring the glasses.
pour slow and steady, so nothing gets past us. Shot after shot, round after round, flying private together without leaving town. Nothing can limit the night moves we choose. You chase us down, and then I'll chase you. Tequila for two.
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 Radio.net live at the, hold on. There's so much information swirling in my brain, and now I've got alcohol mixing with it, too.
That doesn't help.
We're at the PBR Cowboy Club here at Texas Live in Arlington, Texas. This is night one of the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. It's the 12th annual event here celebrating the best in Texas country and red dirt radio, promoters, songwriters, everybody in the Texas country industry. I'm proud to say UvaldeRadio.net is a finalist in the Internet Radio Station of the Year category. Thank you very much. Thank you. And with me, not only just a really cool member facet of the blossoming Texas country scene, but a guy who has squarely paid his dues in the DFW North Texas rock scene.
Oh, man.
My boy, who you might remember from Revolution of Knowledge.
Oh, my God, you're reaching.
And The Circle.
Oh, you are reaching hard.
And now the new band, Flatline Road.
Yes.
John Mills.
How you doing, baby? How are you, man?
Welcome to UvaldeRadio.net on the air.
You know, what I appreciate you is our friendship for over 20 years.
Wow.
You actually presented us the plaque at the Curtain Club in the band The Circle, and we had stormtroopers, we had a Jawa,
yes,
we had an Imperial Guard.
We're both hardcore Star Wars
fans.
fans.
Man,
yeah.
I loved it. It was incredible, and the fact that you were the first guy to pick up our song, What's Your Story, meant the world to me, man. I mean, anybody could have picked it up, but because one of my closest friends in music picked it up right away.
And it's an interesting story that, you know, we both come from the Dallas rock scene.
Absolutely.
Me and rock radio, you and rock bands.
Yeah.
And did the kind of local rock, bands, trying to farm out bands, as far as radio guy, trying to present and farm out bands to get signed and take to that next level.
Yeah.
And you, a working band, trying to get to that next level. And then a few years later, I move away and find out that you're kind of now embedded in the Texas country scene.
Kind of getting there.
I have found myself in now,
yeah,
too.
right?
And now, let's be honest, now, Flatline Road is more of a kind of a southern rock kind of Texas country.
It really
right?
is.
Yeah.
The fun thing about what we get to do is we get to play the classic rock shows, but then we get to play the country shows, too.
Yeah.
So we get to split it. Like, we play with Colt Ford, David Allen Coe, and then we flip and play with Moonshine Bandits and Gilby Clarke of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
But then last Thursday, we got to play with Vivian Campbell of Def Leppard.
And it all fits and it all works.
It does, because we didn't change our set to a rock set. Like our very first song, our rhythm guitar player sat down with a dobro, and we opened up a rock show with a distorted dobro. And everybody bought into it. They're like, okay, this is going to be different. This will be weird, whatever. And we actually played a ballad at a rock show, which is something nobody does anymore.
Let's talk about that, Don. Now, what made you transition from? Because let's be honest, Revolution of Knowledge at the height in the Deep Ellum rock circuit.
Oh my God,
you guys are very Godsmacky.
Very.
If you had to describe you guys,
yeah, it was
I would say
very Godsmacky.
Rock, it was a very very Godsmacky you were. Now that's a far stretch from. Although because it's you,
right?
It's still
rocky.
It's still similar,
yeah.
But it's definitely a more of a southern rock thing. Why the departure? Why dipping your toes in the Texas country?
It's very simple. All the bands I've ever been in the rock scene here in Dallas-Fort Worth would never play anything but angry rock. They were always mad at their moms, always angry and everything. I always wanted to play ballads. I grew up as a hair metal kid.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved hair metal. So you listen to like any 80s hair metal band, they had the songs you could jam to, drive your cars fast, make love to your woman to, have fun drinking at parties. Now
I resemble that remark.
Well, I loved it.
Yeah.
That was the stuff I loved and grew up. And I wanted to do that, and every band I was ever in said, no, we can't play a ballad.
Well,
we
and
can't play a
that's
drink
still
song.
because during the early 2000s,
yeah,
with the advent of hard rock, it was very much angry at your dad.
Yeah.
Because you're post grunge and fun, good times. It just wasn't
right. Fun
cool
in
anymore.
music wasn't cool. In country, fun in music is cool.
Still cool, right?
And it's always been. And, I follow the lines of guys like Charlie Daniels, right? Because he was a he was a classic rock artist. He was a southern rock artist. And then the movie came out with John Travolta, Urban Cowboy, Devil Went Down to Georgia. Yeah. All of a sudden, he's accepted in the country world. Nobody saw a country artist break a guitar on stage till Garth Brooks walked on stage. And I'm going, you know what? That's a rock move. That's a rock move.
Hey, speaking of Devil Went Down to Georgia,
yes.
I just talked to Kinfo a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
There's a major, I'm not going to say it officially,
okay.
There might be a band.
Okay.
Might be a band and a special guest, Scotty Alexander.
Oh, no.
That might be teaming up to do Devil Went Down to Georgia tomorrow night, big finale at the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. You heard it first right here on UvaldeRadio.net. All right.
Let me tell you, I know Scotty. He is unbelievable.
Hopefully we're going to get him on the air a little bit later this evening.
I love his TikToks. His TikToks are so funny.
I'm going to make fun of him later for that.
Yeah.
He's a grown-ass man. Again, Future Faces show is just wrapped up. The voting is in progress. Again, we got Don Mills here from Flatline Road. He's a veteran of the Dallas rock, Deep Ellum rock scene, now making his way in Southern rock and Texas country.
Yeah.
New band Flatline Road. We've had your song on, What's My Story?
Yes.
And what's going on with the band? I know you got a brand new drummer, right?
Well, my drummer's not brand new, but my two guitar players are brand new.
Okay.
I have another Dallas rock legend, Chris Osborne, in the band now.
Yes, new guitar player.
And Chris has been a legend and a guy in Dallas music that I've idolized.
Remind me which bands he's been in, because there's been a few.
The Chris Osborne Band, Saving Yesterday, Chris Osborne and the Cassettes, and the list goes on and on.
It's crazy, man.
I mean, this guy's one of the most incredible songwriters I've had the opportunity to work with, and he lives right here in Grand Prairie, here in Dallas-Fort Worth. So I'm like, this guy's amazing, and he understands bringing fun to music and bringing rock into the country world and the country into rock. And we just have this great dynamic of getting to work together that is just really where Flatline Road needed to be to begin with.
So, Flatline Road, are you guys going to be recording anything new?
Yep.
Any big shows, high-profile shows you want to brag about?
We're actually getting the first time to play May Fest in Fort Worth on May 7th. We're going to be playing the Riverfront stage in May, and we're picking up a couple of shows in between that. But, we just got to play with Vivian Campbell of Def Leppard. It was unbelievable. Yeah. Got to sit and talk with him at dinner. We've kind of been asleep for about 6-7 months. We played a show with Justin Ross in November, and my drummer went camping in the Davis Mountains right after the show. So GPS isn't really good over there, right?
Right.
So long story short,
the peyote is great.
Oh my God! So apparently he smoked something, and he had no GPS, and he and his girlfriend went looking for firewood. They accidentally drove across the border. He had a gun in his truck.
Wow.
He got arrested. He was sent to Chihuahua, Mexico, in a Mexican prison.
Wow.
This happened November 7th. December 21st, we got him out of prison. And I'm like, Garrett, are you okay? Are all your parts okay? He's like, yeah, man, I'm fine. And so, that must have been hell. He goes, it really was. But I hooked up with a couple other guys who played, and we started a mariachi band in prison. So I'm like, wait a minute. So you go to Mexico, accidentally get arrested, you go to prison.
Somebody took a photo of that. Brandi Behlen.
Woo!
The electric bull right there. Brandi Behlen on the electric bull. No bull. She's right there on the PBR bull. That's awesome. Somebody take a photo. Sarah Sherwood.
She's riding it good, too.
She does. That is a taken woman, Don. You be good.
Woo, loaded. I'm a taken man. I'm good, too.
All right, very nice.
I'm all right with that.
Again, Don Mills here. Hey, so that story better turn into a song.
I promise you it will. It will, man.
All right, we're running a little long here. Let's go to get into the music, man.
Yeah.
Don Mills, Flatline Road. The song is called What's My Story, and you want to just go and give this quick...
Yeah, so What's Your Story is all about a guy or girl who whatever decides to want to go out and get into stardom and fame, but kind of forget who they are. And the people that are home are seeing and watching them fail. So it's like, what is your story? Are you real? Are you authentic? Right. Or are you just out there for the lights? And we got a new single coming out in May, going to be called One More Shot. And the video for that's going to be just as crazy as the music video for What's Your Story.
Awesome. Looking forward to it again. Don Mills, Flatline Road. Check it out here. UValdyRadio.net live at the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards Future Faces Show.
Love you, buddy.
But you're too damn loud, too damn proud. I can't walk away. What's your story? What's your story? I remember what you said. I don't need you anymore. Big lots of calling out my name. I'm so tired of this game. I'm leaving. Can you hear me? But you're too damn loud, too damn proud. I can't walk away. What's your story? What's your story? Now I'm sitting here alone, watching you on my TV now. Yeah, they made you a star, your name in lights. I can see the tear in your eye. Are you crying? Do you need me? But you're too damn loud, too damn proud. I can't walk away. What's your story? What's your story? But you're too damn loud, too damn proud. I can't walk away. What's your story? What's your story? Whoa, yeah, But you're too damn loud, too damn proud. I can't walk away. What's your story? What's your story? Too damn loud, too damn proud. I can't walk away. What's your story? What's your
Hey, yo, keep it down. Roll an interview. Keep it down. Marshall, Don Brooks, UValdyRadio.net. We are live at the PBR Cowboy Club, Texas Live, Arlington, Texas. Getting ready. This is night one of the 12th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. We're getting ready to wrap up the Future Faces show. Love and Chaos is on stage right now. Kendall Beard, AJ Vallejo, who have been host and hostess for this evening's events. About to find out who the Future Faces winners are. There's going to be two winners tonight, one male, one female, and a past, present, and future face, one of the best faces on the planet. Brandi Behlen's here.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Oh my God, Brandi, I love you so much.
I love you too.
So here's interesting. You kind of got this kind of cow print blouse on right now.
Right.
We saw you up on that bull.
I couldn't help myself.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
You've been the only one brave enough to do that tonight.
I haven't seen anyone else.
There was one unfortunate lady, and she had the bull tipped forward, and she just tumbled like right forward off. Like she gave it a pretty good run.
Ouch.
And then the bull just slowed down and tipped real slowly forward. And I think it just surprised her.
Right.
How slow it went, and she just tumbled right off.
Oh, I missed that.
It was funny. And then you jumped on there. You did pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not my first rodeo.
Well, Brandi, what is going on? So, first of all, what's been your experience here at Future Faces? Having a good time? You're rubbing shoulders, talking to people, catching up?
It's a lot more relaxed this year because I was super nervous playing the actual show last year. So now I just get to mingle and listen to good music and catch up with old friends.
So, of all the people that you've kind of hung out with and caught back up with, who have you been excited to kind of just, to shoot the breeze and have a drink with?
You, of course.
Oh, but thank you. Thank you. I reciprocate that.
Oh, thank you.
I'd love to hang out with me too.
Hey, yeah.
But seriously, anybody that you were just like, oh, cool, I get to spend time with this person.
Oh, man, I'm grateful to just be here and run into old friends. Everybody, really. It's great. Just because we don't get together that often.
Yeah,
we're all doing our own thing, So just honestly, everybody.
It really is cool seeing everybody kind of off the clock, so to speak.
Exactly.
Although we're working tonight. Hardest working station in America.
Yeah.
But having a great time doing it. So, Brandi, for the awards tomorrow, are you up for any awards?
I'm up for new female vocalist.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about your odds?
I'm not getting my hopes up. There's some tough competition, but it's an honor to be nominated.
That is my exact. We're up for Internet Station of the Year. And thank you. High five. Yeah, very good. So I feel the same way. It's like, hey man, just be like one of 5 people on the list.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome, man. So,
yes.
Very, very cool. Now, you've been nominated for other award ceremonies, right? As well, too, right? So let's give a brief history of what accolades you've already got.
I've won Texas Internet Radio's Best Female Vocalist last year. I haven't done anything for TCMAs yet, and this is my first nomination for T3R. So
that's awesome, man. And you've really not been doing this that long.
No,
you made a big impact.
Thank you.
In a short amount of time, and you manage to get like married in there too, or something?
Yeah, in 2020. Yeah.
So I mean, pandemic, blossoming recording career, newlywed.
Right.
What can't you do?
Yes. It keeps me busy, but I
mean, you can ride a ball.
Oh, exactly.
So, so your latest single, which is, oh my gosh, I Wish You'd Been Drinking Whiskey.
Yes.
Okay, so I've loved all your songs you released to radio.
Thank you.
This one in particular, though, I think it just, first of all, lyrically amazing.
Thank you.
I think we've all, whether male or female, been in a situation where it's like, wow, resonates. But your vocal delivery, the way you sing it, I mean, really brings it home. The song, was it yours, co-write? Did you get it from somebody else, maybe? Or
it was one of those songs that I wish I wrote,
right.
and I feel like I could have just because I resonated with it. I feel like it's something I could have written, but Terry Clark actually cut it in the early 2000s, and I've loved it since then. And I needed some slower songs for my record, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to cut that one, and it ended up working out. And I hadn't released any slow songs to Texas radio, and I was like, that's the one, I'm going to do it.
No, that is true. You don't really do many.
I know.
But you think that maybe, is that because that just didn't feel like the right fit for you at the time, or were you not comfortable doing too many ballads, or have you grown into them, maybe, speak? Or
I was really big on recording things I've only written, like myself, and I finally opened up to like co-writes and songs I didn't even write before. So I was really nervous to cut that one, but I'm glad I did.
So now, do you think that you'll be maybe writing some ballads of your own? And
I think so, because most things I write are upbeat and fun.
Right.
So this has opened a lot of doors for me to, just chill out and maybe write some ballads.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is one of your highest charting singles, right?
The highest.
Yeah. So what is are you what 4 or 5 singles in? How many have you released officially to Texas radio?
This is 5.
Number 5, right?
Yeah.
So, do you learn any new lessons after each release, and the reception and just the promotion? What are you gleaning out of these processes every time?
Well, just like timing of certain songs. Like, you don't want a super sad, slow song in the summer.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just all about timing and strategic ways.
So I think it's safe to say that this current single is on its way out.
Yes.
Do you have a new single you're getting geared up to release?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for
really?
it. Yes.
Can you give us a little teaser, or is it something that's already out there, or is it brand new?
It's brand new. You haven't heard it yet.
The exclusive info. What is it? What you got?
It's called Thinking About Cheating. You're not actually doing it. You're just thinking about
Thinking
it.
about cheating. We all do it. We all think about it. We all think about it. We don't
so,
cheat. Right.
That's a little sneak peek about it.
Wow. So is this a write, a co-write? What do you?
This is another one that was pitched to me. It's another one that I feel like I could have written. I will never cut something that I don't feel like I could have written myself. You know, just so you have to feel it. You have to feel what you're singing. Personally, that's
It's
how
very
I feel.
telling when you're a newlywed and you're already singing songs about thinking about cheating.
It's a really good song. I can't wait for you to hear it.
How does the husband feel about these songs? Does he ever find himself internalizing them or overthinking what you're singing?
Yes.
Like, really, babe, you're gonna do that song, really?
Yes, but I mean, he knows it's my job, so.
No. Okay, well, let's talk about your husband. How long did you guys date and court until was it a long time?
Yeah, we dated for 5 years and then got married in 2020.
So he's been with you this whole ride, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So how was he as a support system for your career?
Great. I mean, he's never been with a musician before, so it was an adjustment for him. Me being gone all the time and things like that, but we're making it work.
It's tough. It's a whole, there's the you, then there's the rock star you, and they're the same, but they're kind of not, right? So you got to kind of take the hat off sometimes, and then you rely on him to be real, and then kind of allow you also to have this dual personality and whatnot. It can be complicated, you know.
Right.
So that's fantastic. Does since the marriage, you feel like the songwriting is gonna it'll affect your songwriting as well too?
Definitely, like just life experiences, and it'll influence how you write, what you write.
Now I know you're a modern woman, but I gotta ask: you guys plan on having babies? What's going on there? And if so, do you still record and write, do your thing?
Definitely, we definitely want a family. We're not in any rush there, but if it happens, we'll be very blessed and thankful. But I'm not stopping my music no matter what, so you haven't seen the last of me.
Well, best of luck tomorrow night at the awards.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And any high-profile shows, any cool stuff going on this summer that you want to give us a note about? Any big festivals or anything happening that you have going on?
You know what? I can't tell you off the top of my head, but I have all my shows listed on BrandiBehlen.com. Go check it out. Hopefully I'm in your area and we can catch up.
Again, BrandiBehlen.com. Behlen with an H. Yes. I know, it's crazy. But man, it's so cool running into you. And again, you kicked ass on that machine over there.
Thank you.
I've seen anybody. You've been the only one brave enough to do it too, so it's good.
I know.
I've seen Jenni on there.
I'm gonna go tell her right now.
And Kate, everybody should get on that.
Right.
Well, I'm always saying the girls. That's because I'm a dude. Don't get me wrong. We enjoy watching you. Sorry, husband. It was a lot of fun. But let's go and do the song. Wish You'd Been Drinking Whiskey. Brandi Behlen here on UvaldeRadio.net. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Stone cold. start slamming doors and pacing the floor, and they always end up in a fight. But tonight there's no screaming, just the sound of him leaving and the silence that rings in my ear. This house is dry, but for the very first time I wish there was a bottle round here. Oh, I wish he'd been drinking whiskey when he told me he didn't love me, but he was stone cold sober. He meant what he said, and he did what he did, 'cause in his heart it was already over. The truth doesn't lie, so I can't deny it like I've always done before. I wish he'd been drinking whiskey when he told me he didn't love me no more. I wish he'd been drinking whiskey when he told me he didn't love me no more.
Uvalde Radio. Winner 2021 Texas Internet Radio Chart Best Internet Radio Station. Finalist 2021 Texas Country Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. And finalist 2022 Texas Regional Radio Music Awards Internet Radio Station of the Year. Uvalde Radio. Redefining radio in Uvalde, Texas.
UvaldeRadio.net wrapping it up here at the Future Faces show at the PBR Cowboy Club at Texas Live, Arlington, Texas, day one of the 12th annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. I'm Robert Miguel. Thank you to our local sponsors. We had the Texas Hill Country River Region, Graf 7A Ranch, Main Street Uvalde, and Uvalde Commission and Visitors Bureau. Thank you guys for making this broadcast possible. And we're going to wrap up this event. So many great Future Faces performers, 10 artists, and then wrapped up by our host, Love and Chaos. Great show. And now the guy that pretty much the mastermind, the machine, the guy that puts all this together, the leader of the Texas Regional Radio Report, the chart, does some radio promotion, just a Texas country guru. We got Mr. Dave Smith. Welcome, sir. First time on the big show.
Thank you very much.
So, Dave, how tired are you already? I know it's day one. Tomorrow, the real work is tomorrow, right?
Well, I was 7'1" this morning. Now, what is it, 5?
And now you're looking like a hobbit over here, right?
So yeah, I'm looking for the ring.
You already climbed that mountain, right, a couple of times. That's crazy. So tonight, I've been talking to several artists throughout the evening, and the resounding, I guess, the attitude was like, wow, we're back. You know, after almost 2 years of a pandemic.
Yeah.
This show tonight, Future Faces, we can say that this was more successful than pre-pandemic, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So definitely, we're in a new next level. We've leveled up at Future Faces show,
and I think a lot of it had to do with the talent that we had tonight.
Yeah.
You know, this was probably our best. Normally we just have 8 people that work, and it was hard to choose, so we ended up going to 10. And they didn't fail anything.
And if I'm not mistaken, you've always had one winner, but this year we decided to go a male and a female, right?
And a female, yeah.
So you saw all the performers. You're familiar with all their work. That's kind of what you do.
Right.
And you are definitely one of the people that helps farm this talent and promote them to bigger and greater things. Do you, and I know you don't want to, they're all like your kids to a certain extent. Who are the standouts for you? Well, let me go on. I'll read the cheat sheet one more time.
Yeah.
John Hope, Kate Watson, Joe King, Taylor Dunn, Hunter Thomas, Alora Leonard, Caden Gillard, Cynthia Roush, Brian Winfield, and Melissa Brook. 10 rising stars in Texas country and red dirt. Any favorites or any kind of stories of any particular? That's close.
I had my favorites coming into this, but I have no favorites anymore other than all 10 of them.
Game changers, right? When you see it.
Yeah. they just stood out themselves really well.
So I've been saying this throughout our broadcast. We've got a special place in our hearts for Melissa Brooke, who's from Port Aransas, but now is in San Antonio area, which is in close proximity to Uvalde now. Right. And she's been gracious enough to come down and do Uvalde shows, and her last couple of songs have done really well on your chart, T3R, but have also been #1 songs on UvaldeRadio.net as well. So Melissa, we're always in her corner, and we have a really special place in our heart for Laura Leonard, too, who's so young.
She's
and
one of the
promising,
newest,
brand new.
yeah.
But neither of those made the actual the winner. So why don't you go ahead and, for those who might have missed it live, tell us who the winners were for Future Faces today.
The winners this evening, the male was John Hope, and the female was Kate Watson.
So John Hope, you might know from UvaldeRadio.net, we're playing his latest single, Came to Get Down, which is, I think it's promoted by Dylan Steen, yeah. And Kate Watson, just been a big force as far as the female side of the whole genre. Yeah. We're talking like Instagram model, beauty, and then just a great voice and a cool, sassy kind of attitude. Big deal there. So they will both be performing tomorrow at the awards ceremony, right?
They will.
So now, as far as the awards ceremony goes, what is logistically? We talked to AJ Vallejo. I know he has a little bit of a part in the the production of it all.
We captured that young man and his talents, man. We talked him into being our production guy. And he's phenomenal.
I got to say this because in past years, as far as the production, the visuals, especially on the videography side, you've got a couple of big screen TVs that are kind of showing what's going on. But we're talking here now for the first time, Texas Live. That screen. The video presentation is so huge.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
We always run everything on PowerPoint.
Yeah.
We can do all the nominees and all that, and we have the same thing this year. But every text, every graphic, every picture had to be redone into a certain res for all these TVs.
High resolution. You got to have the highest quality because
it's like 1980 over 1060 or something like that. I'm like, Dad burn.
So again, coming out of a pandemic, a great successful night tonight, and then of course the actual award show. You guys are definitely leveling up to the big room, big production. I'm really looking forward to it. And also, just to throw it out there again, UvaldeRadio.net, we are up for Internet Radio Station of the Year for the first time. So so thank you guys so much for that honor, that nod. And
let me tell you, it wasn't us. It was you guys, because we have people that vote. They have 3 rounds of voting. The first one is nominations. So to get nominated, your fans, your audience, whoever, people that know about you, they nominate you. Then we take the top 10 of those nominations and run them to the second round.
And I tell you what, man, I had a lot of palpitations during that part. I was like, oh man, we made top 10, but can we make it to the finals?
That's it. And so from that, we take the top 5 winners and move them to the finals. We were so blessed this year. We had over 32,000 votes just in the third round.
That's fantastic.
That was just amazing. Man.
So obviously this thing is just growing. 12 years in, and you guys are the official chart for Texas. Going to give us the credentials as far as I know. The state recognizes the T3R. All right, good to see you, brother. All right, man. Take care, man. All right, official photographer for T3R, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So let's go and talk about the T3R Texas Regional Radio report. The chart itself is recognized by the state of Texas, right?
The governor, the state of Texas. Let's see, what is it? The 6th? I don't know, something out of D.C. One of those political things.
Right, sure.
Yeah, I can't even remember, but it was amazing, and they awarded that to us 2 years ago.
So fantastic. Thank you, Governor Abbott. We appreciate that. And so it's been, again, an honor and a privilege to be a reporter for your chart. So thank you guys for letting us kind of go along for the ride. And so year over year, you've seen this thing grow and grow, and I'm sure that you've had to recruit your team has to be getting bigger and bigger to make these things bigger and stronger. Go ahead and give us a couple of shout-outs, if you don't mind, just some of the players who make this possible.
I think the person who probably helps me the most is Tammy Millsbaugh.
Tammy's so awesome. I love that woman.
Yeah, she's just terrific. It's like somebody came to me last year and they said, which one of these 2 ladies is your wife? And somebody said, both of them. I'm like, yeah, they both let me know when I don't do something
Hashtag work wife. Yeah, exactly. Well, and it does. It takes a village, right, to make these kind of things happen.
Yeah, and it was amazing. I mean, normally we could do it ourselves or 2 or 3 of us, but Man, there was probably 10 of us this year that had to help put this thing on.
Now, obviously, this award ceremony has been going on for 12 years. How long has the chart been alive?
We brought the chart in 2003.
Wow. So, for a few years, the chart did its thing.
I think we're in our 17th year. Does that sound right?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, tell me about the highs and lows, the growing pains of this whole production, this whole thing. I mean, it's got to be
the show itself.
The whole thing in the last 20-ish years, right?
We basically put it together to recognize radio and the artist. No one was really giving you guys all the recognition for all the work that you do all year long, and it was, well, why don't you do it at Billy Bob's? Or why don't you do it at this club? And I don't want to do that. I wanted to do it in a place where the artists don't work.
I got you.
I don't want to see jeans and T-shirts. I want this to be the Texas CMAs kind of thing,
right? Yeah,
CMs, and it's really growing that way. We have knocked off absolutely no tuxedos and no big ballroom gowns.
Right.
It's not that. We don't want it to be that particular.
But it is the event. It is like the promotional material say. It is the biggest nights in Texas country. The gala event, and people come up. They show up on that red carpet, and they are dressed to the nines.
We call it Cowboy chic.
Cowboy chic. I love it, man. And again, we're just so happy to be involved the last few years, and again this year for the first time as a nominee. Just been such a pleasure watching you guys grow exponentially year over year and seeing how this thing goes out. Go on and give us a preview of what's to come tomorrow night for the big award show. I know you got a lot of great performers.
Yeah, we've got 12 performers, actually 14 counting the two winners tonight.
Right, yeah.
They get to
John Hope and Kate.
John Hope and Kate Watson.
Kate Watson now on there.
We've got Kyle Park, Mike Ryan, Sundance Head, Ariel Hutchins, Bree Bagwell, Kylie Fry. They're going to do their current single.
The girls just want to have fun. Yeah.
And we're going to promote that to help promote the females.
Yeah.
And that'll be the last show, the last song of the night. The girls, the old Cyndi Lauper thing.
That's nice.
But they do such a bang-up job on that record.
John Wolfe is performing, is he not?
John Wolfe is performing, yeah.
And Ken Faux, if I'm not mistaken.
Scotty Alexander, and we have a special little thing going there. Scotty's going to go first, and then Ken. And when
we heard there's a little special kind of.
They're going to have a little fiddle duo.
Yeah, we know that's going to be a barn burner for sure. So, performance-wise, is going to be awesome. The categories. How many categories are on your awards?
I have 34 categories.
Oh, that's fantastic, ranging from all the best artists, whether it's new, female, male artist of the year, bands, duos,
song of the year,
songs, you got
songwriter,
and then you've got of course, there's some industry stuff. So studios, and
we do have a new award this year. It's going to be called the Texas Music's Best Supportive Medium. We did that because of Yellowstone and all the Texas music they're playing, all the artists they're putting on there, and they're starting to do it in 1883 as well. And it was just a way for help us to recognize what they do for us.
That's very cool. No, because there are other kind of.
Of course, we hoped they would be here, but we found out they started taping last week.
Oh, what a bummer! But there are some non-traditional avenues that Texas Country also does get. Whether it's liquors or TV or the other things that you just kind of might not know that this stuff is getting promoted. So. Fantastic event.
I think one of the coolest things that's happened to us this year is Texas Music Scene is filming this whole thing, and we're going to edit it down, and they're going to have one or two series that they're going to do on their network.
Oh, that's so cool.
Like 400 and something TV stations. And
how do you do it? How do you control this madness? How do you get it all done?
This has been overgrowth. It's they've. Word of mouth is like last year. It was so much fun. We don't know whether it's because of the awards or whether it's because people finally got out of the house from COVID-19.
Right.
But I told Tammy, I said, man, we missed our biggest fundraiser by having T-shirts that said T3R Reunion. Because that's what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody had a blast.
Well, spirits are high, and we're all in bated breath and anticipation about who's going to walk away with all the hardware tomorrow night. So thank you for spending a couple of minutes with us. I guess we'll wrap up. We'll play, since the winner in the male category tonight was John Hope. I'll play his latest single because I wasn't able to talk to him tonight. But congratulations on a fantastic night one of the 12th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards.
And thanks for helping make it happen.
Oh, are you kidding me? We are just, again, honored to be here. Get more information about the awards, TRRMA.net, or you can go to Texas Regional Radio. Is it TexasRegionalRadio.com, right?
Yeah.
And that's going to be the chart, sponsors, and all the
Or
information.
you can go on TexasLive.com, Texas-Live.com, and they have a nice little setup in their website.
And if I may shameless plug, there's a link at UvaldeRadio.net as well. So find everything that's going on with Dave Smith and the Texas Regional Radio Report and the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. Thank you, Dave, as we wrap up our broadcast here tonight. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's always good to see you,
Awesome.
pal.
We came to get down. This is John Hope, and this is UvaldeRadio.net.
Got a jacked up Ford truck puffing out black smoke, guns in the gun rack. A big black sticker on a shiny chrome bumper that says God bless Johnny Cash. He's gonna raise a little hell tonight and gonna put up a fight before they close it down. Then he'll hop in the truck, sling a little mud, head on out of town. Well, it's 8:30 and he can't wait, 'cause there's a party going on around here. Got the windows rolled down on the outskirts of town, Copenhagen and Lone Star Beer. And there's a party going on in Uncle John's farm where the whiskey and the moonshine flows. And he pulls in the drive singing Country Boy Can Survive, and everybody knows that he came to get down, he came to get loud, came to party till the sun comes back around. Way out here we gonna make some noise with the beer drinking women and the whiskey boys sing na 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 na. Well, if daddy's got money, your mama's got looks, uptown living with maids and cooks. Not the kind to have a wild side, but she rolled with some friends on Friday night. Way on down off a feedlot road in an old hayfield parked in a turn road. She saw him, got a taste of sin. She never looked back again. 'Cause she came to get down, she came to get loud, came to party till the sun comes back around. Way out here we gonna make some noise with the beer drinking women and the whiskey boys sing na 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 na. They came to get down, they came to get loud, came to party till the sun comes back around. Way out here we gonna make some noise with the beer drinking women and the whiskey boys sing na 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 na. Till the sun comes back around. Way out here we gonna make some noise